Just hours ago, President Donald Trump visited Norfolk for the Titans of the Sea Salute to the Fleet event at Naval Station Norfolk.
President Donald Trump made a dramatic appearance at Naval Station, Norfolk, Virginia, on the 5th of October 2025, for what became one of the most spectacular military demonstrations in recent memory. The event, titled Titans of the Sea, a Salute to the Fleet, celebrated the United States Navy's 250th anniversary, drawing approximately 10,000 sailors in their dress white uniforms. What made this occasion particularly noteworthy was not just the milestone anniversary, but the extraordinary display of naval firepower that unfolded before the president's eyes. Before addressing the assembled sailors, Trump was flown off the coast of Hampton Roads to the aircraft carrier, USS George H.W. Bush, where he witnessed a comprehensive demonstration of naval capabilities. The flotilla assembled for the president included 8 destroyers, showcasing the full spectrum of modern naval warfare technology. This wasn't a symbolic flyover or a ceremonial salute. It was a full-scale operational demonstration of the kind of military power the United States projects across the world's oceans. The centerpiece of the demonstration came when 5 SM-2 missiles were launched from Navy destroyers into the Atlantic Ocean, with each missile carrying a price tag of at least $2 million. The SM-2, or Standard Missile 2, represents one of the Navy's primary air defense weapons, capable of intercepting aircraft and missiles at medium to long ranges. Beyond the missile launches, destroyers fired shells into the Atlantic, demonstrating the naval artillery capabilities that remain relevant even in an age of precision-guided munitions. The destroyers specifically demonstrated the types of weapon systems recently used when ships were deployed to the Red Sea, giving the demonstration immediate real-world relevance. The aerial component of the demonstration proved equally impressive. FA-18 fighters from Naval Air Station Oceana performed a series of operations, including takeoffs and landings on the carrier deck, demonstrated mid-air refueling capabilities, strafed the water with their guns, and even initiated a sonic boom directly in front of the president. The sonic boom, produced when aircraft exceed the speed of sound, creates a thunderous double crack that reverberates across the ocean, providing a visceral demonstration of the raw power these fighter jets possess. Navy SEALs added another dramatic element to the showcase, descending from helicopters in fast rope insertions onto ship decks. This technique, where Special Operations Forces slide down thick ropes from hovering helicopters, demonstrates one of the many ways SEALs can rapidly board vessels at sea. The demonstration highlighted the Navy's special warfare capabilities and the versatility of naval forces beyond conventional ship-to-ship combat. After witnessing the offshore demonstrations, Trump addressed the crowd at Naval Station Norfolk from a pier positioned between 2 massive naval vessels, an aircraft carrier and an amphibious assault ship. The carrier displayed a Navy fighter jet bearing the words President Donald J. on its fuselage, personalizing the already highly charged atmosphere. Trump himself acknowledged the rally-like nature of the event, telling the assembled sailors that this was essentially a rally. Navy planes flew overhead as he began speaking, fueling the crowd's energy and prompting many sailors to chant USA. The president concluded his remarks with a recording of YMCA by the Village People, which has become something of a signature theme song at his events. The event occurred during a particularly contentious moment in Washington politics. The federal government was experiencing a shutdown at the time of the celebration, raising questions about the propriety and cost of such an elaborate military demonstration. Multiple sources indicated that event staff were instructed that sailors with beards, or who appeared they might not meet height and weight standards, should be turned away from the camera-visible risers around the president. a detail that sparked controversy about the staging of the event. The speakers list included Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Navy Secretary John Phelan, and First Lady Melania Trump, though notably, no active duty Navy member spoke to the crowd before the president's address. This departure from typical military ceremony protocol, where service members often share their experiences and perspectives, further emphasized the political nature of the gathering. During his speech, Trump ventured into discussions about naval shipbuilding and design that revealed his personal views on military procurement. The president stated he was considering the concept of a battleship with 6-inch solid steel sides rather than aluminum construction, adding that bullets are much less expensive than missiles. Trump also critiqued modern ship design from an aesthetic standpoint, saying that he's a very aesthetic person and doesn't like some of the ships being built aesthetically. He questioned the stealth justification, suggesting that an ugly ship isn't necessary to achieve stealth characteristics. These comments appeared directed at ships like the Zumwalt-class destroyers, which feature angular, futuristic designs intended to reduce radar signature. The president expressed frustration with American shipbuilding capacity, noting that the country basically doesn't build ships anymore, though it does build submarines. He compared current production unfavorably to World War II, when the United States was producing a ship per day. This observation highlights ongoing concerns about America's industrial base and its ability to rapidly expand naval forces if needed. The Navy's 250th anniversary marked a significant milestone in American military history. The Continental Navy was established on the 13th of October, 1775, making the service one of the oldest continuously operating naval forces in the world. The anniversary celebrations extended beyond this single event, with multiple commemorations planned throughout the year to honor the Navy's rich heritage and its role in projecting American power globally. The demonstration at Norfolk showcased technologies and tactics that represent the modern face of naval warfare. The SM-2 missiles fired during the demonstration form part of the Aegis Combat System, the integrated naval weapons system that provides U.S. Navy warships with the ability to track and engage multiple targets simultaneously. These systems have proven their worth in recent conflicts, particularly in defending against the drone and missile attacks in regions like the Red Sea and Persian Gulf. The participation of multiple destroyers in the demonstration reflected the backbone of the Navy's surface fleet. Arleigh Burke-class destroyers serve as the primary surface combatants in the U.S. Navy. Equipped with advanced radar systems, missile launchers, and electronic warfare capabilities, their presence in force off the Virginia coast illustrated the concentration of naval power the United States maintains even in home waters. For Trump, the event represented an opportunity to associate himself with military might and patriotic imagery. The president has consistently sought to position himself as a champion of the armed forces, and large-scale military demonstrations provide powerful visual reinforcement of that message. The timing during a government shutdown added an element of defiance to the proceedings, suggesting that regardless of political dysfunction in Washington, the military remains capable and ready. The sailors who attended received a first-hand look at the capabilities of their service, while also becoming part of a politically charged spectacle. For many, the opportunity to witness such a comprehensive demonstration of naval power likely proved memorable, regardless of the political context. The combination of missile launches, aerial demonstrations, and special operations insertions created a showcase that few military personnel get to witness in their entire careers. The cost of the demonstration raised eyebrows among budget watchdogs and political opponents, with each SM-2 missile costing over $2 million. The 5 missiles alone represented more than $10 million in expenditure. Adding the operational costs of running 8 destroyers, an aircraft carrier, multiple F-A-18, fighters, helicopters, and the logistics of coordinating such a massive event, and the price tag likely climbed into the tens of millions of dollars. This celebration of the Navy's 250th birthday through such an elaborate display of force underscored the central role naval power continues to play in American military strategy and the President's vision for the armed forces moving forward.